In the high-stakes game of global semiconductor dominance, ASML's EUV lithography machine stands as a titan, but is its reign under threat? How are global powers and emerging technologies reshaping this critical industry? Stay tuned, because we're about to unravel the intricate web of international politics, technological advancements, and market dynamics that's reshaping the future of semiconductor manufacturing. In the traditional manufacturing process, the EUV lithography machine is considered a comprehensive assembly line, and the capability to produce processes below 7 nanometers is primarily held by the Dutch company ASML, which holds a dominant position in the global market. This significant dominance has had adverse consequences on a global scale, particularly within the semiconductor industry, where ASML is seen as a pivotal player due to its robust capabilities. However, the United States has repeatedly adjusted its regulations, resulting in the gradual elimination of state-of-the-art EUV lithography technology from the global landscape due to core technology limitations. To counteract these restrictions, China took an independent initiative by developing extreme ultraviolet lithography machines as a means to bypass U.S. constraints on nuclear technology. Despite ASML's assertion that China couldn't replicate their EUV lithography machine, even with access to its design blueprints, this challenge did not deter Chinese scientists. Instead, the Chinese Academy of Sciences mobilized their resources, forming a dedicated research team to pursue breakthroughs in this field. In recent years, various domestic lithography machine manufacturing companies, such as Guang Optical Technology, Hu Precision Technology, Changchun Institute of Optics and Mechanics, and Shanghai Microelectronics have made notable progress in enhancing light sources and lenses. Additionally, they have established a comprehensive industrial infrastructure, laying a strong foundation for China to produce more advanced lithography machines. Consequently, ASML has adjusted its strategy, issuing a warning that if it fails to supply lithography equipment to China within the next 3 to 5 years, it risks losing control of this crucial market, potentially leading to financial difficulties. Furthermore, as part of efforts to cut down production expenses, Southeast Asia is actively developing more advanced lead-free processes and packaging techniques. It's common knowledge that the current industry standard for silicon wafers has advanced to the 3-nanometer process. Companies like TSMC and Samsung have announced plans for large-scale production at this level. However, due to technological limitations, the mass production progress of TSMC and Samsung in this process has not been as successful as anticipated. The 3-nanometer process incurs a process cost several times higher than that of the 5-nanometer process, leading to a significant drop in yield rates. This misalignment with profit-driven contract manufacturers' business practices is evident. Additionally, ASML's current production capacity is nearly maxed out. In many industries, acquiring equipment like EUV lithography machines remains a challenge, even for those with substantial financial resources. The nanoimprint lithography (NIL) process, pioneered by companies like Canon and Geron, provides a direct alternative for manufacturing the 5 nanometers per 3 nanometers process without relying on EUV technology. This approach aims to achieve the required process efficiency for the 5 nanometers per 3 nanometers process by 2025, with a significant reduction in process cost by up to 90%. This underscores the crucial importance of cost reduction for equipment, given that a substantial 80% of investment in the large-scale semiconductor industry is allocated to manufacturing. Simultaneously, a surge in small chip technology is sweeping through the global chip market. Over a dozen multinational corporations, including TSMC, Intel, and Samsung, have formed the Small Chip Technology Chip Alliance. Apple introduced the M1 Super processor, employing 2 lower-end M1 Max processors to double its performance. Notably, Huawei had unveiled chip stacking technology akin to small chips 2 years ago. Huawei's chairman Guang emphasized once again during a recent financial report meeting that future strategies would prioritize using a multi-core structure to trade a larger area for improved performance, obviating the need for excessively high-end devices in constructing high-performance processors. Furthermore, in the aftermath of a recent disaster, The Russian market is set to allocate a substantial investment of 670 million rubles towards advancing X-ray lithography technology. Despite widespread skepticism surrounding semiconductor research, the domestic technological foundation is remarkably robust, spanning both the realm of computer science and fundamental research. A substantial pool of mathematicians and physicists bolsters this foundation. It's worth noting that during the Soviet era, the scientific and technological prowess of the Soviet Union rivaled that of the United States. The newly developed X-ray lithography method boasts the potential to supplant traditional X-ray lithography in the United States, offering superior resolution and increased wafer production capacity. Before we continue, if you're finding this content enlightening and want to stay updated with the latest in technology and innovation, don't forget to support us by subscribing to RlD Technology. Your support fuels our passion for bringing you the most insightful tech analysis. Now, let's get back to our discussion. In a broader context, numerous countries and regions are currently embracing self-reliant power supply lithography machines, thereby augmenting the likelihood of EUV lithography machines being replaced. Regardless of the specific technology employed, these machines are poised to assume a dominant market position in the near future. The rationale behind this shift is clear. ASML stands as the sole global entity capable of manufacturing EUV lithography machines, but ultimate decision-making authority resides with the United States. The United States' endeavor to control high-precision technology on a global scale and its revisions to various international regulations have placed the economies of other nations in a precarious position, sparking public discontent. As a result, the prospects for EUV lithography machines appear increasingly bleak in such circumstances. ASML, propelled by its EUV lithography technology, has emerged as the world's premier manufacturer of lithography machines. Perhaps unexpectedly, it finds itself confronted with a drastically altered landscape. EUV lithography, having been introduced as recently as 2015, is a mere 7 years old, with its global market share still relatively modest. Confronting the challenges arising from a worldwide shortage of nuclear materials, ASML has made substantial investments to expand the production capacity of its EUV lithography machines to meet market demand. However, these machines are now facing competition from alternative technologies, rendering ASML's earlier achievements potentially inconsequential. This situation epitomizes the concept of science without borders, highlighting the unreliability of American technology, which cannot be easily accessed, shared, or obtained. There is a hope that domestic enterprises can derive valuable lessons from this evolving landscape. Embracing a mindset of self-reliance, they can strengthen their independent research endeavors and shed the image of mediocrity, thus positioning themselves to seize future opportunities in this dynamic technological landscape. In conclusion, the landscape of semiconductor manufacturing is undergoing a monumental shift. The dominance of ASML and its EUV lithography technology is being challenged by new geopolitical realities, emerging competitors, and innovative alternatives. Countries and corporations are pushing the boundaries of technology and policy to secure their place in this critical sector. This rapidly evolving scenario underscores the importance of self-reliance, strategic partnerships, and continual innovation in an industry that remains vital to global economic and technological advancement. As the tides of change sweep through the semiconductor world, one thing is certain: the future of lithography and chip manufacturing is as dynamic and unpredictable as the technologies it helps to create. Do you believe that new technologies and geopolitical shifts will significantly alter the current market dynamics, or will established players like ASML maintain their dominance? Feel free to share your thoughts and perspectives in the comments section below. Don't forget to become a part of the RlD Discovery community by hitting that subscribe button to stay informed about the latest technological advancements and innovations. Remember, as we delve into the realm of technology, the possibilities are limitless, and the future is filled with exciting discoveries. Keep exploring.